A picture-perfect afternoon for EA Sports College Football. Basically, a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with Cincinnati's head coach. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Bearcats will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Hughes. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Henderson. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He might want another play. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness.
Might have a chance. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Might as well give it to him again.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back open in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Perry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Back to pass, it's French. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning on the Jets. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field guard? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Trying to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40. Finally stopped at the 39. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Gets the back moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bearcats. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Running inside, it's Hughes. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The run inside. It's Hughes. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Walker. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a man on the left. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines, the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because
he'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position.
Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the third possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go over the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds a tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Payne. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. After run, now throw. He'll try to do it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try it over the left side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Oof. You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Bearcats will try to convert on fourth down. He will not come close. Defense all over him, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Young. He's loose down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Perry.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes a catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. A run inside. It's Hughes. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Going for it all. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he's got some space. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 24 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's South Carolina looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Grover. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Perry. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. To the air, it's French. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Grover. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Running inside, it's Perry. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. In the red area, it's Perry. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. A field goal here will put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Scanning the field, it's French. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Headed for the corner, it's Sanford. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sanford. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Henderson. Makes the grab, it's Sanford. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Shotgun snap on third down. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He wants to change this route. They'll run for it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And they cannot afford to lose this guy. Such an important part of their running attack. We'll have Holly check on his status. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The run inside. It's Perry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Gonna run it. It's Perry. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
24, Houston 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down to the pass and getting the sack.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He turns that loose down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pulls him to within 3, 24-21. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar.
Well, this has been a defensive war, and you're just wondering which side could hang on long enough. But how about the defense coming away with a big pick 6 late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's French. That's reeled in. It's Payne. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Running inside. It's Payne. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Perry. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And here we go. Down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They move on top here in the 4th. The Bearcats leap back on top.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Sanford. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Here comes the heat. Fights off a defender. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And the clock's running down late in the ball game. Every 1st down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting a 1st down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable, because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker in a big moment to make a long field goal.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. He's got it.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He wants it all. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Cougars with the immediate response.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
Oh, look at Mr. And now the hit knocks it loose. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum? That would have been the way to do it.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. It's one thing to execute early in the game. High ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.